everyone. Sandy is under the weather this morning, so I'll be your MC. And I'd like to dedicate this service to her for physical healing and to a friend of ours at home, Peter, for emotional healing. So at this time, let's start with a meditation. And Nelta, that's right, Nelta had a little challenge last night. We think she's fine, but let's send this up for Nelta also. So we may want to just close our eyes. And at this time, we're just going to go into that inner space, that place in the center of the forehead, where we can connect with that inner spirit. And let's just start to take some deep breaths. And as you exhale, let's just let the shoulders go. Just feel that wave of relaxation. And as we continue to breathe deeply, let's just let go of all the little muscles around the eyes and the cheeks and the jaw, down through the neck. And on the next exhale, let's just feel that wave of peace going down through the body, the torso. We feel ourselves relaxed on the seat. And with that next deep breath, let's just let go of the legs and let that tension go out through the feet. As we now bring our attention back to that third eye, or the single eye. We see and we feel that inner space. We imagine ourselves in our favorite place today, a favorite scene. We feel the air around us. We feel the sunshine. And we give thanks for such a beautiful place. And now we open ourselves to Spirit for all healing, all cleansing, all lifting of the mood. And we just relax here now, giving thanks. If our mind mind starts to wander, we come back to the word peace. 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 And now, as we go forward into the week, we remember to go with gratefulness, peace, love towards all. And we begin to come back into this time and space, feeling our bodies, our mind, and our soul renewed. And as we are ready, we gently open our eyes and we say, and so it is. Okay, now if we would get ready to stand and read together our vision and mission statement along with the Declaration of Principles. CSL West Georgia is a joyful global community where everyone belongs. Through our unique spiritual teachings, we provide a safe environment to experience compassionate living. In our Declaration of Principles, I believe there is one creative intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe my purpose is to allow this divine mind to express in, as, and through me. I know that this divine presence is a power for good, which responds to my conscious use to create a life filled with health, love, peace, and success in all things. I use it now, and I rejoice in it, and so it is.
Everybody remain standing, and we're going to do Shawn-Kaye's favorite opening song that we haven't done in a while. Everybody would just kind of jump in. Get your microphone there.
Oh, you?
Why not? Fighting over the microphone. Okay. Don't mess with mine. Take a little love and pass it on. Take a little love and pass it on. And before you know it, the world is gonna show it. Take a little love and pass it on. Take a little smile and pass it on. A smile. Take a little smile and roll it. Take a little smile. Take a little hug and pass it on. You want to hug somebody? Take a little hug and pass it on. And before you know it, the world is gonna show it. Take a little hug and pass it on. Let's do that again. Take a little hug and pass it on. Take a little hug and pass it on. And before you know it, the world is gonna show it. Take a hug and pass it on. Take a little love and pass it on. Love. Take a little love and pass it on. And before you know it, I'm show it. Take a little love and pass it on. Woohoo! Yeah.
Thank you, choir. Okay, and now we will have a reading from our wonderful president, Tia Gates.
Someone wants to help.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
I am reading from the Science of Mind magazine, and there was a question, and it says, standing up means staying centered. Ernest Holmes is quoted as saying, an awakened soul judge realizes we are all on the road of experience, seeking the same goal, and that each must ultimately find his home in heaven. If so, how can I stand up spiritually to choose those who express hateful intent and bullying others? And the answer, every one of us judges somehow, and we can discernment, discretion, if we want to feel like we're living up to a higher ideal. But Holmes also spoke of separating or distinguishing the act from the actor or the belief from the believer. People can do stupid, callous, hurtful things when they feel separate from the source of their power and their good. It's honorable to take a stand for right behavior. Yet we need to condemn anyone's essence, just the choice and the actions driven by their pain that affect other people. It's spiritual psychology. Whenever a person lashes out someone at someone else, it's because the aggressor, they feel threatened. Not even in that exact, a matter of course. Does knowing this excuse behavior or mitigate all the consequences? It does not. It does do is help us to realize that no one is entirely bad. Some are wounded and desperate due to the pervasive effects that appear to support its reality, such as alienation. Holmes taught there is no standalone, soul corroding, gouging powers, no cosmic enemy to run from, but at the level of human interaction across the world, we find suffering when people are oblivious to the magnificence of their own natures and take out their sorrows on one another. Standing up on the physical side, we can each follow our conscience, speak out, and look after one another's well being as well as our own. Meanwhile, we work spiritually, keeping our emotions centered in peace and love to the point where we feel as though we're already there. So better effects can be generated. No one is entirely bad. Some are wounded and desperate due to their sense of separation. Let us have compassion.
Thank you, Dorothea.
Thank you, Dorothea. That was perfect. We have a song now. Okay.
Okay.
Yay. Go.
You can sing with us. You want to sing with us? Okay. I think we have a song. Ah, there it is. A song by Ricky Byers.
All right, everybody, get their partner. Let's do a thing. It sounds like a dance.
Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful feeling. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful spirit. Pour your joy in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. Sing your song in me. Sing your song into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. Sing your song in me. Sing your song into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. I see butterflies flying. Dance and smile in me. Dance and smile into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. Dance and smile in me. Dance and smile into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful spirit. Wonderful spirit. Oh, wonderful spirit. All right, Shawn-Kaye, we got him in the mood. In the mood to receive. You gonna introduce her? Tell us all about Shawn-Kaye. What do you know about her?
Well, I know that she is a CSL practitioner. She's a wife, a mother of 3. She is a CPA with a master's in taxation and a business owner, and a truly beautiful, wonderful soul and teacher. So I know her mostly as someone who prays for your prayer request every week, and I can testify that they work. So here we go. Please welcome Shawn-Kaye.
All right. Good morning, everyone. And this morning I left my tablet, so I'm going to have to make my phone work. All in divine right order is what I know. And something else that I know is one life, one God, one spirit, one mind, one energy, one love, one frequency flowing in and throughout this universe, this galaxy, this planet, this country, this city, this church, and through each and every one of us. And I know that this one mind unfolds perfectly throughout this service, uniting, loving, and reminding us of our truth and our oneness, reminding us of our power, reminding us that we are one powerful, co-creative energy. And I just release and allow spirit. And so it is. All right, so today, my talk is about the abundance that I am. The abundance that I am, that we are. These last 2 weeks I was away from here. However, I was still at a center for spiritual living. I was at my spiritual home away from home, the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living in Jamaica. They celebrated their 45th year this month. So I thought that was pretty amazing. Yeah. And considering that this philosophy will be 100 years next year. 1926, and this or the original Science of Mind text. I know it's been revised to the 1938 edition, but this original 1926 edition, 100 years old. So just to highlight some of the milestones in this philosophy, and for even myself, this month makes it 10 years since I've been a practitioner. So lots of celebrating, lots of expansion, lots of continued love and goodness going on. So as I said, my talk today is about the abundance that I am. And my hope is that from this talk, we'll just get an expanded consciousness of the truth that we are all abundant beings, emanating from the inherent abundance that is our source. And I'm just hoping that we learn this truth. I am abundant. We are abundant. And if there's anything in us that is like, I don't know right now, that part of us just softens, calm down, and just disappear into the truth of what we are, which is abundance. And my talk is inspired by a class that I'm in called Spiritual Economics. I know a lot of us may have taken it. You've taken it, right, Dorothea? Yes, Eric Butterworth, Spiritual Economics. It is a class that the CSL main body teaches. It's also one of the classes that I had to take to become a practitioner. So I am revisiting this class. I'm taking it out of a church in California, Vision CSL. So my classes are like 9:30 to 11:30. But it's okay. It's like I got my coffee. I'll stay up. But so we're going in week 3 this week. So that's just really been on my consciousness, just abundance and that prosperity, abundant consciousness. And I'll start with a Bible scripture. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Luke 12, verses 32. It's the Father's, the universe, God, source, light, love, whatever name you give the infinite, one spirit. It is its desire, its pleasure to give us everything that we desire. Period. These were the words of Jesus. And this, I hope, will dismantle humanity's oldest belief that we must struggle, we must convince, we must yearn, we must prove ourselves worthy to receive life's blessings. Because the truth is, we are already worthy. We were born worthy. Ernest Holmes beautifully reminds us that when we learn to trust the universe, we shall be happy, prosperous, and well. We must learn to come under that divine government and accept the fact that nature's table is filled. Never was there a cosmic famine. But let's be real, there's not a cosmic famine, but we do see famine and shortage and lack around us in our land and around the world. There is fear, there is unequal distribution, and there are seasons of challenges. And these are our earthly experiences. But understand that the universe never experiences lack. Source remains infinite, vast, expansive, and abundant. And when we think of abundant, we often think about money. But abundance it goes beyond the dollars. It includes the dollars, but it goes beyond the dollars. Abundance is health. We know the common saying, health is wealth. If you don't have your health, that's the only thing you think of, right? So health is abundance. Peace is abundance. Meaningful work. Joy is abundance. Loving relationships is abundance. Wisdom is abundance. Flow. Abundance is knowing that life forever supports us. And if God, the universe, is abundant, and I am one with God, then I must be abundant. This is our spiritual identity. We are spiritual beings having human experience, not humans having spiritual experience, because after the humanness is gone, the spirit remains. So the spirit is what we are. And that spirit is one with all that is, the abundance in the universe. So inherently, by default, without any separation, that is what we are, naturally. And nothing can separate us from that truth. And the degree to which we experience abundance in our lives is the degree to which we open up ourselves to the flow. It's to the degree that we're opening up our consciousness. It's the degree to which our container can be filled. There's a reading in here from Ernest Holmes called Definite Plan. We will say that there are 4 men, A, B, C, and D. A receives $15 a week, B receives $50, C receives $75, and D $100. Put a couple zeros on those in today's terms. Now, these 4 are all without positions, and they come to a practitioner for mental treatment. The practitioner takes the thought that there is nothing but activity. He neutralizes in his own thought any belief in inactivity and declares that each of these 4 men is divinely active and occupied. Without question, he has set in motion a law that will respond and will reproduce something for each of these 4. We will suppose that this treatment is a good and effective one. They receive it, and consequently, each of them receives a position. You will find that each does not receive the same compensation, for in all probability, A, $15 per week, B will receive $50, C, $75, and D, $100. But one might say, he spoke the same word for each. Why did they not all receive $100 per week. Because while his word was used for each in like manner, each could receive only his fill, his mental capacity to comprehend. Each was full and no doubt running over, but the mold which their perception of life provided were limited to the subjective remembrance already set in motion in themselves. Each attracted to himself out of the universal good, that which he could comprehend. It is an old statement that water will reach its own level by its own weight and without effort. So a treatment will only level itself in the objective world at the level of the subjective thought and realization. This doesn't mean that each of the above stated men will always have to receive the same compensation, for with an enlarged consciousness, he will receive more. Our lives currently are an outpicturing of the state of our consciousness. No judgment, it just is. And it's an invitation to examine ourselves. What beliefs am I carrying? What stories have I accepted? Where do I feel contradiction? Where do I feel fear and not enoughness? Just pay attention to the language, the consciousness, the beliefs, the thoughts that are coming up without judgment. Each statement will help us identify any limitations in our container, in the mold of consciousness that we are bringing to the table. And I encourage us to expand that mold by affirming the truth that God is our unlimited source. Good is unfolding now and always, good and more good. We live in an abundant universe. We're just remembering who we are, and we're expanding our frequency. We're expanding the mold through which spirit is filling. Here and now, we are surrounded by and immersed in infinite good. How much of it may we use? As much of it as we can embody. Those are the words of Ernest Holmes. Practice, see, and feel the energy of abundance all around us. And let's practice this right now. Let's look around in this very room. Let's look around. In this very room is an abundance of like-minded beings that chose to be here with us today. In this room is so much love and support. Right? We can call on anyone. One of us can call on anyone in this room if we have a need. That is abundance. Let's think about the oxygen that is in this room. None of us is walking around with an oxygen tank just in case the oxygen run out. That is abundance. And one of the things I like to do is to go out in nature. Because to me, there is so much abundance. I'm a fan of Sweetwater Creek Park. And just to be there by the Chattahoochee or by the lake, and just as far as I can see, trees and leaves and beauty, it's just so much abundance. And you can just sit there and just soak that in. And that is what some of the activities that we can do to expand our consciousness, to know that we're really not lacking anything. We think so, but that's just the limited belief that that's the mold that we're currently taking. But if we can just notice the abundance around us and know that that is what I am one with the abundance of the leaves and the water that's flowing through the park. I am one with this. And the same characteristic that has, meaning that it is so abundant, it's so rich, it's so flourishing, that's also my true divine nature. Matthew 26-27 says that. It went out for a bit. Let's see if I know my passages. The birds of the air, they don't walk around like, oh my God, I got to go gather up this and gather up this, right? They're fed. I'll give you the exact wordings. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet our heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? Like, why worry? It's taken care of. Just walk and believe, live in that abundance. Think of the universe. Astronomers estimate that our Milky Way contains 100 to 400 billion stars. Just our galaxy. And then there's about 2 trillion galaxies out there. That's abundance. That is what we're made of. That is the energy that we're made of. I am one with this infinite, abundant, expansive, expanding universe. It's what I am. And I was also just so fortunate to be in Jamaica, and I stay at my mother-in-law's house, and it takes me about 40 minutes from the city to go through the mountains to where she is. And it's just that winding mountain road, and just to see the mountainside and all the trees and the lush. We drive through around 4 different springs that just run across the road. Like I stop at this spring faithfully to just catch that water. Like there's just so much abundance. When I'm there, we go to the river to wash our clothes by hand, which you think about it, but it was just so much fun, and it felt so abundant. To take our clothes to the river, do all that. I got pictures if you want to see what that looks like. But that felt so abundant. To take a bath in the river. One of my favorite things is to just lay in the water and just look at the sky. And I can just see the treetops around me. But it's just that flow, that right there is fully abundant. I'm soaking that in. And I'm sharing that so that we could just soak some of that abundance that is all around us in, to expand our mode, to expand our consciousness, to know that we are all of that already. Accept it. Live by that. Live from the inside out. We're a spiritual being having a human experience. We should be governed by the spirit, not by the human experience. And even there's a path outside my little seat that I take around while I'm there, a little 5-gallon bucket that you can just get at the hardware store. That's my seat that I can just take anywhere in nature while I'm there. I love to sit outside and just look at the stars, because that part is pretty dark. I can see the cloud of the Milky Way, but it's not very clear, but you can just see the cloud. And I also saw a moving star, is what Marvin called it. I was talking to him on the phone, like, oh my God, I see, like, it must be a plane, because it was way up there. And then it just disappeared. But that's something for later. I know. But if I wasn't talking to him and just like, oh, then I'm like, but it's just beautiful. And I just love nature. It's a whole symbol for me of everything that is spirit, everything that I can expand myself to be when I'm feeling limited. My worries get quiet. My thinking becomes clearer. Fear softens. Peace arises. When I tune into the presence of the forest, I know that those qualities are my life. The same intelligence of the river flows through me. The same life is expressing itself everywhere, is expressing itself as me. The abundance that I see all around me is also my life. And so I would like us to just participate in this activity with me that is just supposed to have us remember the truth of who we are and expand our consciousness beyond any limitations that we currently have and know the truth for ourselves, our lives. All right, so I invite you, if you can, to just gently close your eyes. Focus on within. Let's go within. And just take a deep breath. And again, breathe in the life of God and breathe out every thought of lack, worry, striving, or fear. Imagine that every need in your life is already met. Not someday, not next year, now. You have everything you need in this moment. You are completely supported by life. There is nothing to chase, nothing to prove, nothing to earn, nothing is missing. Take another deep breath and allow your body to soften, your chest to open, your shoulders to relax, and your breath to become deeper as you allow this truth to expand your consciousness. And I'm going to read a quote from Ernest Holmes from the 365 Days of Richer Living. And I just want us to be in a receptive state, letting go of all that has come before, all that will come after. In this moment, we're taking a moment to recognize our truth. We're taking a moment to practice expanding our consciousness. We're taking a moment to expand the mold that spirit is filling. And I quote, "Prosperity is the result of a mental atmosphere of faith and order induced within us through right thinking. We should believe that the universe is planned for abundance and that we, as a living part of the universal intelligence, have a share in the general riches. Lack of supply to meet our need is an indication of lack of spiritual development. The more we understand ourselves as spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe, the more that supply flows to us easily and naturally. You know that life cannot withhold anything from itself. All that life is and has is fully given to you to enjoy. The life of God is perfect and eternal. It is the essence of everything that is. Life is God's gift to you. It is always ready to manifest itself through its entire fullness. You are a self-choosing mind in a divinity that permeates everything. You are a self-choosing mind in a divinity that permeates everything. You are always in the midst of life, a life that lives eternally and lives through you now. Therefore, You need not be disturbed by the passage of time, the movement around you, nor the variations of experiences which you go through. There is something within you that remains unmovable and always speaks directly to you, saying, "Be still and know that I am God." And I'm just going to ask us to embody this. Feel this deep within our hearts. If we truly knew that God is our source, if we knew that every need was met, if we knew that we're completely abundant financially, with perfect health and loving relationships, how would we show up in the world? How would we treat others? How would we make decisions? How would we give? How would we receive? Simply notice what that version of you feels like. Notice the energy, the peace, the freedom. And repeat after me. God is my source. I am one with God. Therefore, I am abundant. I trust the infinite flow of life. And so it is. And we're going to further embody this.
Oh, yeah.
Because if we were the abundance that we are, which we truly are, I just want us to sit up in our chairs like we are abundant.
Or let's stand up.
Or let's stand up like we are abundant.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Dana's giving me an evil look here. Okay, you can sit. You grab your tambourine. You're going to want that. I promise.
We are indeed the infinite being that we're saying that we are. How would we exist in this world?
You ready?
We would be joyful.
Joyfully.
We would sing, we would dance, right? We'd be happy. We ain't got no fear, right?
Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Every time it's coming to me. I open my heart. Money is coming to me. I receive money that I need. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. I relax and easily. Money is coming to me, and I know that money is coming to you. 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 Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to you. And money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to you. Let it in now. I just ask. Coming to you. And let's go. Money is coming to me. And let's see. flow, and I know that money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to all of us. Money is coming to easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to all. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to you. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Sing it like you mean it. All you gotta do. Open up your money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming so much money into your soul. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to you. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to us all. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me.
Woo! So it is.
Well, I hope everybody got that. Okay. You got your money coming now.
Yes, 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 yes.
Thank you, Shawn.
So much money.
So
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And now it is time opportunity to express our gratitude in the flow and open our consciousness to receive greater abundance. Remember that saying, as you give, so shall you receive. It is the practice of participating in the circulation of universal good. So we have 3 ways to pay here: cash or check and envelope in the bulletin. You can donate online through your Breeze account, or you can donate electronically using the information found in the back of the bulletin. This information is also being placed in the chat window for our online viewers. If you donate online, either using your phone or Breeze account, please put an online giving card in the collection plate. If you did not pick up one, the usher will have one. So let us say now, with one consciousness for prosperity, freely I give with the feeling of abundance, knowing that my gift blesses others and myself as well.
Freely I give, freely I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Freely I give, freely I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. That should sound good, y'all. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, and the gift come back to me tenfold. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you. Thank you. That was beautiful. And now together we say, I am grateful for the divine givingness circulating abundantly through my life, our community, and our world. Thank you, Ron. Okay, and so I think now is time for our announcements.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so next week we have this incredible, fabulous speaker, Mick Evans. Some of you've heard him before. And if you haven't, he's just incredible. You need to touch her. And his wonderful, he's giving a workshop. It's either 3 or 4 hours, 3 hours, 2.5 to 3. And I can tell you, I've been in one of his seminars. How many of you in here have been in his seminar? He is just amazing. And very spiritual, but very practical, and about the monkey mind. Is there anybody in here that is not familiar with the monkey mind?
I have one. I have several.
Okay. Well, just remember, it is only a mental habit. We can transform that. So next week, he is going to tell us how. And when you leave the workshop, you will have some practical, quiet that mental chatter, transform your relationship with negative self-talk, and cultivate a more compassionate inner dialogue. So please be there if you can. It's wonderful. And also on Thursday night, we are still working with The Word Is Your Wand by Florence Scoville Shin, which is just incredible. Again, a lady out of the 20s who was magnificent. And what other announcements? Affirmative prayer. If you have a prayer request, please put it in this box. Dorothea and Shawn-Kaye pray on that every Monday, and it works. And are there any visitors today? Nobody's new. Maybe there's some new people online. Thank you for joining us. And we are on social media, and you can find us on Facebook or on our YouTube channel. Is there anything I've forgotten? Anything anybody wants to add? Okay. All right. So now,
Shawn-Kaye.
I just wanted to say that Reverend Jean Bell is now the official senior minister of Center for Spiritual Living in Atlanta. So that's our sister church. So Connie and I and Mark went to her installation ceremony yesterday. So she's officially the senior minister. So
okay.
I wanted to put that out there.
And what's your name?
Reverend Jean Bell.
Oh.
The same one that officiated Deborah Wedding's ceremony.
Oh, okay. Jean Bell. Okay.
Reverend David Alexander is no longer the senior.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that.
First woman, the first Black woman, the first gay woman, and no.
Okay. So a lot of first here. Thank you. Thank you. That was Jean Bell at the Atlanta Center for Spiritual Living. Right. Thank you very much. So I think now it's time for us to stand and say our closing affirmation together. And really feel this because it's true. We go forth today knowing that we are God's blessing in the world. Only good comes from us. Only good comes to us. And so it is.
And
So
let's
if we'll
hear it
just-
for our wonderful speaker this morning. Leader. Okay.
And now for our peace song, if we'll gather in a circle.
Thank you. Did you do that? Not too long ago. You ready, everybody? Go on, minute. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With Spirit as our Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment